continues. The perseverance of humanity launching the next generation of robotic explorers to the Red Planet.
Entry, descent, and landing is the most critical and most dangerous part of the mission. Success is never assured, and that's especially true when we're trying to land the biggest, heaviest, and most complicated rover we've ever built to the most dangerous site we've ever attempted to land at. Perseverance first hits the atmosphere, going almost 12,000, a little over 12,000 miles per hour, and streaks across the sky like a meteor, using that atmosphere to slow down. During that entry, it's got to survive the intense heating and deceleration of that period, while also using thrusters to steer toward the landing target to make sure we go to the right place. After slowing down to supersonic speeds, Perseverance will deploy a large 70-foot diameter parachute, while still traveling almost twice the speed of sound. That'll slow the spacecraft down even further. While coming down on the parachute, Perseverance needs to figure out where it is. To do that, it'll jettison the heat shield that protected us during entry, and it'll use a radar and a new system we call terrain relative navigation to help figure out where it is. But the parachute alone isn't enough to slow down Perseverance for landing. In fact, the spacecraft is still going more than 160 miles per hour when the parachute is done, slowing it down. That's about as fast as a skydiver would be going if he jumped out of a plane here on Earth and headed straight for the ground head down without a parachute. So at an altitude of a little over a mile or so, Perseverance will fire up its engines, fly to a safe spot identified by that terrain relative navigation system, and slow down to about 1.5 miles per hour right above it. And then it's ready for skycrane. Perseverance will lower itself, much like Curiosity did, from that rocket-powered jetpack descent stage and maneuver in for a gentle touchdown right on its wheels, at a speed slower than I walk. Jezero Crater is a great place, a magnificent place for science. But when I look at it from a landing perspective, I see danger. It's a formidable challenge. The site is replete with steep cliffsides that happen to run right through the middle of the landing site. There's sand, there's boulders, there's impact craters. All of these would be a bad day if we touched down on them.
Mars today is very cold, it's very dry, and it is completely inhospitable on its surface to life as we know it. The lake that once existed in Jezero is long gone. And here's what it looks like now. The best and most promising samples will be collected into sample tubes that look like this. And I'm really happy I can show this. This is a truly elegant piece of hardware, and it's also beautiful. We will collect the samples directly into tubes like this, and they can be brought back to Earth by a future mission, which will allow scientists to analyze the samples in them using the full arsenal of capabilities that exist in terrestrial laboratories.
There's this kind of bathtub ring looking zone of carbonates just between the delta and the crater rim. And we think that might correspond to the ancient shorelines of ancient Lake Jezero. This is imagine if we landed on the crater floor in front of the delta. So the cliffs you can see in this video are actually the front of the delta. And that again will be one of our first targets to look for signs of organic material and other signs of life in the lake bottom muds.
And the team designed this, we call it our COVID plate. As you can see, it's got a representation of the Earth, the globe, all of us facing this challenge together. It's got a symbol of the spacecraft leaving the Earth, heading to Mars, and of course, all of this supported by the familiar staff and serpent of the medical community. We're proudly carrying this plate to Mars so that we'll remember back here on the Earth in the year 2020 and 21 that there was a community that stepped up and bravely did their jobs so that we could do ours.